As men enter their 60s, 70s, or 80s, many notice changes like waking up multiple times at night to urinate, feeling a nagging pressure in the lower abdomen, or sensing something just isn't right in the pelvic area. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and I'm here to help you understand why these issues might be happening. Through years of conversations with men about their private health struggles, I've learned that prostate discomfort often isn't just about aging. It's tied to everyday habits, especially those at night. In this in-depth guide, we'll uncover 5 nighttime routines that could be quietly stressing your prostate, supported by clinical insights and real stories from men like you. Better yet, we'll share simple, practical ways to tweak these habits to help you sleep better, feel lighter, and regain a sense of control. Stick with me until the end, because one small change tonight could make a big difference in how you feel tomorrow. Have you ever thought a late night habit might be affecting your prostate? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. It's a great way to connect with others and start making positive changes. Let's dive in. First up, drinking too much water before bed. Hydration is essential, especially as we age, to support kidney health, digestion, and overall well-being. Doctors often encourage older adults to drink plenty of water, but for men over 60, gulping down large amounts in the evening, say after dinner or within an hour of bedtime, can put undue strain on the prostate. As men age, the prostate naturally enlarges, a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, which affects about half of men over 60. This enlargement narrows the urethra, slowing urine flow and making it harder to fully empty the bladder. When you flood your system with water late at night, your bladder fills up quickly, triggering signals that wake you up repeatedly. Your prostate, already working overtime, struggles to keep up, leading to increased pressure and inflammation over time. This creates a cycle. Excess fluid leads to more frequent urination, which adds stress to the prostate, worsening symptoms like urgency or discomfort. I once met a 76-year-old man named Henry who drank 2 large glasses of water before bed, believing it was cleansing his system. He was frustrated, waking up 4 or 5 times a night, thinking it was just old age. After we talked, he shifted most of his water intake to before 6 o'clock p.m., sipping only small amounts after dinner. Within a week, he was down to 1 wake-up per night and felt more rested. He said, "I thought my prostate was failing me, but it was my timing." The takeaway? Keep hydrating, but time it wisely. Aim to get most of your water in before early evening. And if you're thirsty at night, take small sips instead of a full glass. This simple adjustment lets your prostate rest while you sleep, cutting down on bathroom trips and easing pelvic tension. Are you a late-night water drinker? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how this change works for you. Next, let's talk about eating salty or processed foods at night. For many older adults, dinner is the biggest meal of the day, often featuring comfort foods like frozen dinners, canned soups, or deli meats. These foods, while quick and tasty, are often packed with sodium and processed ingredients that can quietly impact your prostate. High sodium meals cause your body to retain fluid, which increases bladder activity during the night. This puts extra pressure on your bladder and indirectly your prostate, which is already sensitive due to age-related changes. Beyond that, salty and processed foods keep your kidneys and circulatory system active when you should be in deep, restorative sleep, leading to pelvic tension and inflammation. For men with BPH, this can mean waking up feeling heavy, tired, or even more uncomfortable. I worked with a 73-year-old man named Carl who was puzzled by his frequent nighttime urination. He avoided water late at night but loved his evening canned chili and salty chips. After switching to lighter dinners, think steamed broccoli, grilled fish, or quinoa, his nighttime trips dropped significantly within days. He told me, "I didn't realize my dinners were making my nights so tough." The science backs this up. Sodium increases fluid retention, stressing the bladder and prostate, while processed foods can disrupt circulation and promote inflammation. Instead of heavy, salty meals, try fresh vegetables, lean proteins, or whole grains for dinner. These choices nourish without overloading your system. If this resonates, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're following along. And if you're finding these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay in the loop for more health insights. The third habit to address is holding in urine during the night. It's common for men to wake up feeling the need to urinate but decide to ignore it, hoping to drift back to sleep. Maybe you're too tired to get out of bed, or you think it's not urgent. But holding in urine for long periods can strain your bladder and prostate. When you resist the urge, your bladder stretches, becoming less elastic and more irritable over time. This creates back pressure on the prostate, especially if it's enlarged, leading to inflammation, slower urine flow, and a higher risk of urinary tract infections. Residual urine in the bladder can also foster bacteria, causing irritation and more frequent urges. I once spoke with a 77-year-old man named David who avoided getting up at night to preserve his sleep. He complained of morning tightness in his lower abdomen and difficulty emptying his bladder fully. After I suggested responding to the urge, even if it meant 1 or 2 bathroom trips, he noticed less pressure and better flow within a few days. He said, "My body was trying to tell me something, and I was ignoring it." Your body's signals, hormonals, are there for a reason. Ignoring them adds stress to your prostate. While you don't want to be up every hour, addressing the urge when it comes can prevent long-term issues. Pair this with earlier habits, like cutting back on evening fluids and sodium, to reduce those nighttime urges. Have you ever held it in at night? Drop your story into the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. The fourth habit might catch you by surprise. Sleeping on your stomach. Your sleep position may seem unrelated to prostate health, but for men over 60, lying face down can apply subtle, consistent pressure to the pelvic area. When you sleep on your stomach, your body weight shifts forward, compressing your lower abdomen, bladder, and the region around your prostate. Over time, this can reduce blood flow, increase pelvic tension, and impair fluid drainage in the lower urinary tract. For men with an enlarged prostate, this can worsen symptoms like urgency, discomfort, or sluggish urine flow. I worked with a 71-year-old man named Tom who woke up every morning with pelvic tightness. A lifelong stomach sleeper, he hadn't connected it to his prostate issues. After trying side sleeping with a pillow between his knees to align his spine, he reported less tension and better mornings within 2 weeks. He said, "I didn't know my sleep position was holding me back." Side sleeping, especially on your left side, can improve circulation and reduce pressure on pelvic organs. Some men also benefit from slightly elevating their legs with a pillow. Since you spend 6 to 8 hours in one position each night, a small tweak can make a big difference. If you're a stomach sleeper, try a new position tonight and share your results in the comments. Drop number 4 if you're still with me. Let's see how these changes add up. Finally, the fifth habit is skipping the urge to urinate before bed. When you're already cozy in bed, it's tempting to skip that final bathroom trip, thinking, "I'll go in the morning." But for men with an aging or enlarged prostate, this can cause trouble. A partially full bladder sitting overnight puts steady pressure on the bladder walls and prostate, leading to inflammation and irritation. This residual urine can also promote bacterial growth, increasing discomfort and urinary urges. I met a 69-year-old man named Paul who skipped his pre-bed bathroom visit out of habit, assuming it wasn't urgent. He struggled with nighttime wake-ups and incomplete emptying in the morning. After making a routine of urinating before bed, even if the urge was mild, he saw fewer interruptions and less pelvic tension. He said, "It's like my body needed a reset before sleep." Emptying your bladder before bed helps your prostate relax overnight, reducing strain and supporting urinary health. Make it part of your nightly routine. Brush your teeth, wash your face, and take a quick trip to the bathroom. It's about giving your system a clean slate. Have you been skipping this step? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's see how this small habit helps. To wrap up, many men assume prostate issues are just part of aging. But what if some of your discomfort comes from nighttime habits? Drinking too much water late, eating salty dinners, holding in urine, sleeping on your stomach, and skipping that final bathroom trip? These choices add stress to an already sensitive prostate. The good news is your body wants to heal, and these habits are easy to adjust. By making 1 or 2 changes tonight, you could sleep better, feel lighter, and reduce discomfort. Which habit surprised you most? Which will you try first? Drop a comment below. I read every one, and your stories inspire others. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch our next video. Share this with someone who might benefit, and let's keep supporting each other for better health.